This is pretty crazy here because both of these cars were made in the same place. Same assembly line, same chassis, platform, all together in 2006. But obviously they're drastically different, and one was a huge success, the other not so much, but they're both here and they're both actually pretty cool.
You say not so much. This thing was one of Cadillac's biggest failures on planet Earth. It was horrible. Whereas this basically made Corvette a world-class performance name, and the sales were nuts.
They made about, what, 200,000 of the C6. This year is 2006, so it's the second year of the C6. And it's cool, it's sexy. They wanted to make it more like a Ferrari, so it's really sexy. This one, they finally got that top speed around 186. The
Yes.
Z06 went past 200. Of course, this is not the Z06 version.
The Z06 and ZR1, well, one was over 200 miles per hour. The Z06, I think, right at it.
Right?
And then, yeah, the XLR
V.
This one is
the V.
This is my V, baby.
Well, so they made about, what, 20,000, 15,000
Yes.
of the XLR, but the V, they only made 2,000 of them.
And there's a big reason for it. So, price points. Between these two, we have the same performance, basically.
Crazy.
As far as the XLR V versus the Corvette.
Well, wouldn't you think the V would be like the Z06 version? Like they would match up?
You would think so, but that's not how they did it. Even though it's a supercharged V8 under hood, about 400 horsepower here, about 400 horsepower there. Price on this one, $45,000-ish, the base price on a C6 Corvette.
But you're not going to believe this. 70,000, but for the V, it was actually $90,000.
$97,000, almost 100 grand.
More?
Yes, $97,000 the base price on this, $70,000 for the XLR. For the same car, made in Kentucky, they called this the Kentucky Cadillac, in Bowling Green, on the same assembly line, and they wondered why nobody was buying them. I mean, of course you're gonna go into the Chevrolet showroom where I worked in 2006, 7, 8.
Yeah.
So this is my era right here. It's like a fresh-faced 20-year-old car salesman. Sir, would you like this or this for twice as much? And of course, you would get the Corvette.
But now these are really cool. Like these are rare, and when you drive it, guys are like, "Ooh, what is like?" They're into it.
This one is super hoopty though. So it is so funny because back 20 years ago, we had the exact same cars on our showroom floor. A silver XLR V.
Really?
So I have kind of goosebumps just seeing these two together.
You would.
And then a burgundy C6.
Right, the maroon.
I actually sold the burgundy C6.
Oh, you did?
It was the only new Corvette that I sold during my entire tenure.
Do you remember what kind of person it was?
It was a bad experience.
What happened? Stop.
So he came to pick it up. It was a Asian man, I think, who works at the airplane plant.
Yeah.
And he showed up early, and the detailers were backed up because we cleaned the cars for delivery, full tank of gas, all that stuff. It wasn't clean for delivery, so he was gonna have to wait, I don't know, maybe it was half an hour for it to be clean, or he could take it. And he had a meltdown. And then his wife showed up and started rubbing his temples like this was a constant thing. Like this guy had anger problems, and so that was her thing. He's sitting there on the curb, just like in a foreign language, just like cussing, I'm sure, all of us out because it's not ready.
Right.
And
but you don't know his history or like what could have happened in the past. Like maybe something triggered him for
anyway, I went back in the wash bay. I remember cleaning it myself.
You did?
Yes, I cleaned it myself, and then the other guys, they finished it off. So I washed it, and then they did the rest of the pre-delivery stuff, and then got it back. We got it to them, and I never heard from him again. Never heard a word. Whereas the XLR V, we couldn't sell it.
Was so expensive. Did they like eventually give rebates on it?
They did, but even then, the thing sat for so long that the owner of the dealership shipped it to his house in Arizona. I never saw it again. He just gave up, and we never had an XLR that was new, at least, on our lot, because we had some used ones, 1 or 2 year old, and they were depreciating. I mean, it was unbelievable depreciation.
Well, and the part of the problem I feel like is they made them look like all the other Cadillacs. There wasn't anything like really crazy, outlandish, special going on with the body. I
mean, the V looked pretty good with this hood bump out, and as far as the wide body treatment, all that stuff. But yes, it is of the era of this, this Escalade, where there's all these weird angular lines going on. So it was definitely conforming to it. Whereas the Corvette,
this was a drastic change from the C5. No more pop-up headlights anymore. That was a big deal. And like I said earlier, they wanted to make it more like a Ferrari. Sexy lines, a lot of body lines. None of the body panels match on these cars, but there are some internals that match.
We should mention that a dealership in Newton, Kansas, is generously loaning us this C6 Corvette. It is currently for sale, or will be very soon. Yeah, the Hoopty lot in Newton, Kansas is selling this Corvette. So I got it in. It does have one issue that we're going to fix before it sells. Actually, it's shared with the XLR. But speaking of shared things, you're about to point out something, right? Right. Well, around here, I wanted to show you the door handles are exactly the same, but then it's like, how much money are you going to spend retooling and redesigning these door handles? They're electric. The poppers. Poppers, and that one's not working at the moment, and neither is this one. Oh, there we go. You have to be patient. Yes, so it is a little pad that you push to pop the doors, to release the doors, and I think this one works too. It fell asleep. Here, wake up. Wake up, XLR. Wake up. You can do it. I feel like I remember this side not really working that well. Because you're driver's side. You know. Which makes this a proper hoopty. It has the poppers on the inside. Which are also matching. The same button on this one as on the other one. So keep in mind, like this is 68,000 miles in really, really nice shape. This one I got for, I don't remember, it was like $7,000 and 100,000 miles on it, and clearly somebody did not care about this thing. So it's been a journey to sort of bring it back, but it's still very much a hoopty, and I love it because it's a $100,000 car new, the most expensive car we had on our lot. I own it now. That's cool. When I was a young used car salesman, and it's a hoopty. It's a beater. What do you think it's worth after you clean it up now? You got it for $7,000. So if this thing had the same miles as this one, it would probably be worth $30,000, $35,000. Okay. Low mileage ones can be $50,000. Right. This one being I mean, someone will probably give me 10 grand for it just as, but I'm not selling this one. This is just probably a permanent Hoovie's Garage collection. That doesn't happen. Because your only permanent car is your grandmother's car. Yeah, but okay, if I sell it, I just go get an XLR-V with low mileage, and it drives the same. Or more rare color. Like you see, this is like, generic silver, right? This is the one that was in the showroom when I was a 20-year-old salesman. Okay. I thought that's the coolest thing ever. It is. It's a really cool car. Shares the poppers, the pads, and the buttons on the inside. What else does it share, April? Well, GM put little chiclets in 2006 on every single one of their cars just for a couple of years. I don't know why. They just wanted to brand them a little bit more. To pump up their stock, which actually went bankrupt in the recession. Really? Yeah, and I had to get bailed out by the government from that. But same transaxles, right? Yeah, rear transaxles, but also... Oh my gosh. Here is the Corvette key. Yes. But how would you feel if you're like, I got a Corvette, and then you're like, I spent 100 grand on this XLR-V, and they're the exact same? They changed the stickers over. But you see, this one still has nice bright buttons. This one, it's been rubbed down quite a bit. Yeah, it's been hooptified quite a bit. Who says rubbed it down a little bit? Yeah, well, it's been well enjoyed, that key. That's the used car salesman motif, I guess, or whatever. But yes, you said the transaxles, so... In the back is the transmission, which they started with the C5 Corvette for better weight balance. But the knock with the C5 was always that it was really cheap and chintzy feeling on the interior. It didn't really compete with European cars as far as the quality. Right. Whereas the C6, a big step up in quality of the interiors. I mean, you say big with like 5 eyes. I'd say big with like 2 eyes, because it's nice. Compared to a C5, this is totally different. So. You still, they did upgrade this steering wheel. It used to be the 4-spoke, now they got the 5, or the 3-spoke down there. All right, I'll pop the hood on both so we can see what's going on. But yeah, there's the emergency release for the door if it fails. Which there's the urban legend of somebody dying in their Corvette because they got stuck because the doors wouldn't release and they couldn't find it in the owner's manual. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. But they actually were found dead in their Corvette because they couldn't find the emergency release. But. Okay, so they made it fancy, opening up this way. That looks fun. Just detailed up too. So the legendary LS2 on this one. And keep in mind, this is for sale on the Hoopty lot. The Hoopty lot? For only $23,000. You still need to go get the mustache. I do. I need the blazer and the mustache. I really, really want you to. So bad. All right, popping the hood of this one. Same little release down here. The hood. On this one, I'm going to tear the grill off. It's not on the grill. It comes up the same way here. This is a little loose, by the way. I need to, before I lose that unobtainium piece. Here, hold this. It needs a little extra, Maybe. I can't find it. There it is. Oopsie daisy. Ooh,
is supercharged.
Supercharged North Star V8, and the North Star, of course, came out in '93 with the Cadillac Elante, which is another big failure for Cadillac, where they did another way overpriced convertible in the '90s, where every single body was made in Italy, shipped over on a 747, and then assembled in the United States.
Why?
So Pininfarina did. They wanted an Italian-styled Cadillac to be world class. So they've done it. They did it twice.
It does sound a little fancier.
How do they make the same mistake twice by shipping the bodies over on a 747 and charging double what they should for a convertible Cadillac, and then they forget, and a decade later they do it again?
That's crazy. Yeah, that seems insane. But like, what's even crazier is same horsepower, but completely different engines, completely different setups. Which one do you think is like the better, more efficient, like better functioning one? The LS?
The LS2. In stock form, 400 horsepower in this one, but with a cam and a few bolt-ons, some headers and things. They're capable of incredible power, and they're just so versatile, and they just don't care. Whereas these, they had a lot of different iterations. And by this generation of North Star, it is a lot more beefy. But early on, they had head gasket problems, head bolt problems, and then they had very weird ways where they did the accessories, where the water pump, I think, runs off a cam or something like that. It's a very odd system and overly complicated, but by this year, pretty solid.
Right.
So it's just a lot going on. And also, this is a smaller displacement engine as far as the different sizes. I think 6-liter LS2 by this point, and this one 4 point something or whatever.
Which one do you think's faster off the line?
Really?
Really?
I'd probably say this one with the supercharger, it makes some better noises, and probably has more oomph off the line. But they're so dang close.
Are we going to take it out?
Well, yes, of course. Why don't you start them both up?
Because I actually got my Corvette outfit going on. I'm fresh right here. What is this Cadillac? What you got going on?
This is just idiot, my outfit. Yeah. Anyway, start it up. So this one has a Corsa exhaust. Give it a little rev, April. That does sound pretty good.
What do you got over
Whereas
there?
this one, I got a little power steering noise in mine, so ignore that, but
it's a little higher.
It won't let you rev crazy, but and a little check engine light. Anyway.
We're gonna die of carbon monoxide.
Right, you're already in the C6, so let's take it out. Look at those reverse skills.
It makes me nervous when you're watching. Don't watch.
All right. C6 Corvette, once again, available at the wonderful Hoopty lot in Newton, Kansas.
The greatest lot in Kansas.
Anyway, we got to give it a little plug. But there is a small issue. So you can see it says shocks inoperative, maximum speed 80 miles an hour. So this one is a very well optioned C6. So an incredible deal at $23,000. I mean, you'll never find one like this. Incredible. 101. I'll include some jorts and some New Balances to really seal the deal. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's 101, but that's what every Corvette owner says, right? But
well, I think this color in this year they made about 2,000 of them, so I'll give you that.
Okay, one of whatever.
Right.
But it does have an issue with the mag ride shocks, which is a nice option.
Okay, that's nice. That's a giddy up right there.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah, but once you hit 80, that's it. It cuts it off. So top speed currently 80 because the active shocks have to do with the safety as far as the handling and all that stuff. And if it's not working properly, they don't want people going fast. So
that's pretty smart.
It's been bypassed on my XLR, but it's still there. But they cheated it with residual. We'll fix it right on this one, whether it needs new shocks or whatever.
Right.
But that is, I guess, why this was traded in. And you're hitting buttons.
Sorry, I'm hitting buttons. I just wanted to know what that button did. There's a DVD. Do you think there's one still in there? Or
I don't
CD?
think so.
You could actually watch a movie on this screen, which is pretty cool. For 2006, that's cool technology.
Very, very fancy, yes.
Okay, I like this.
So, what do you think?
I think this is awesome. It's kind of like, the Corvette, New Balance vibe to it.
The very stereotypical, yes.
Yeah, very stereotypical.
But people love them for a reason, and there's There's the heads-up display.
Right. We are going slow because we have the target top off right now.
The roof off, which it comes with one roof and it's color matched. It's not the clear one.
Oh, they made them in clear. Look how much room there is in the back too.
Yep.
Like I'm surprised for a sports car, that's a lot.
Yeah, you can clip the roof in there, which I didn't do. I have it actually on the back of the Majescalade, but
I love this car. I think it's cool. It's easy to drive. It feels comfortable, and it's quick. It feels quicker than I expected it to be.
Yes, I remember when the C6 came out, and I was so blown away by the looks and the upgrade and the quality and all that stuff. And I wanted one so bad. I didn't get a hold of one until like 2013 or 14.
Yeah.
So I was finally able to buy one for. It was around 20 grand, and it was Daytona Sunset Metallic, so orange.
Right.
And but I didn't like the tan interior in it, but I loved the color.
That was like the it color, even for like interiors, like in homes and stuff like that. Like that was the sexy color to get. I think this is a fun ride.
Yes.
And easy to buy.
Right.
At the Hoopty lot.
Right, and it is the C6s are in the sweet spot. I feel like in the price point as far as like they bottomed out. And you know the C7s are a big step up in price, and I don't think that there's that massive of a upgrade or a difference between the C6 and 7.
Right.
So this is my favorite generation.
This C6. You did not just say this is my favorite generation.
Yeah.
Out of every single Corvette generation.
I would say, out of modern Corvettes, say C4 to C8.
Right.
The C6 because it just hit me right I was graduating high school. This was the cool car.
Yeah.
The ZR1 where they're going 200 miles an hour. They had that plexiglass clear hood where you'd see the engine.
Yeah, that's
It was so cool. Yep. So anyway, hit it one more time, and then I'm curious. I want you to drive the XLR-V and see if it feels the same to you back to back. It'll hit the limiter.
It's so good.
Anyway.
It feels so good.
She's getting in the XLR, but I forgot to grab something the previous owner left in here. They were a bit on the older side. So the previous owner in the center console of that Corvette, I forgot to show you, left a time capsule of 80-something-year-old stuff in there as far as Werther's original. I took a picture, tissues, all the things you would need. But after it was detailed, I had them leave their sunglasses for us. So which one would you like to wear? I mean, he had his and hers for whichever girl he was picking up from the senior center.
I think you should wear that.
Okay. You got it.
These are so. I could see like Gigi sporting those.
These are pretty stylish.
Yeah.
Yes, those are
boomerific.
Yep. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, you look really cute. Actually.
You look great. You look like RoboCop.
You look like something. I don't know.
Anyway, so that can be included with the sale of the C6 if you want it. As far as these match for sure. Let's put the roof up because it is starting to rain.
Okay.
And that is the cool part of the XLR, of course, this top, which when it works, it's wonderful, but
I feel like they would break all the time, though. There's so many little moving pieces.
They break all the time.
I cannot take you seriously in those glasses.
They break all the time. But it is a slow process, but they wanted to show, yeah, we're like Mercedes. We can make this top.
Ooh. Ah.
Isn't that cool?
It is actually.
So, unfortunately, with the Hoopty lot and its demands as we're just getting going, the Hoopty fleet is a bit neglected. And so this thing, it needs as a check engine light, it has
a couple things.
It has a power steering noise. The AC sometimes cuts off when the temp gauge quits working. So anyway, it's all, they're waiting their turn.
The stocks are completely the same.
The same signal stocks.
On off, engine start button.
Same, yep, all that.
Samesies.
But it is Cadillac's own version of their infotainment and their climate control.
And this fancy, this is supposed to be like the higher trim, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah, they tried to make this feel like it's like a brushed metal finish, but it's plastic.
It's all glasses I can't handle you right now. It's got the heads-up display, same, right?
The same, yeah, probably the exact same part. Right. Yes.
All right, let's see if it has the same power. Are you ready?
This might feel a little snappier, but go ahead and hit it. Yep, hit it.
Okay, this is quicker.
That oomph off the line.
Right.
Pretty strong with this one.
But the Corvette sounds way cooler. It's like guttier. Does that a word to use?
Yeah, I mean, that Corvette has an exhaust on it. It has a Corsa exhaust, which definitely helps. And this one, yeah, the supercharger whine's pretty neat with this one. So,
right.
Yeah, but they have the same, that's the funny, is they have the same suspension. Both have mag ride. This one, the mag ride, had some kind of error, and rather than fix it, they just put little resistors in to bypass it to where it's not throwing errors. But the shocks still feel pretty good on this car. What do you think?
No, I think it feels great. It's a great car. It's a fun car. You don't see a lot of them on the road, and then when you do, it like they catch your eye. Like the C6, you see all over the place. I cannot take you. Stop it, please. Stop.
So I do think. I mean, we do have the top up, so it makes a difference. But I do think that these have better sound insulation, and so it does have better sound insulation. So it's a quieter ride.
I cannot take you seriously.
What? It has a quieter ride. This does feel, and they tried to make it feel different from a C6 Corvette, and I think they succeeded in making this feel more substantial and more comfy and more.
There.
Okay.
Can you take him seriously right now? Cannot.
Anyway.
Stop it. What's happening?
I mean, I love the ones where they have the little side, like for your peripheral vision.
Exactly.
Where you can put it over your glasses.
I mean, I can see these on a motorcycle, but not in a Corvette. Like, you don't need these in a Corvette.
It is the full solar shield. So thank you for leaving that previous owner. We're going to use these. These are our new daily sunglasses, so daily use.
Stop
So if you had to choose, I mean, money aside, obviously everybody bought the Corvette and said, because we're double the price.
Right.
But now these are worth, I mean, you can get an XLR for about the same as the C6 Corvette. Not a V maybe, but which one would you get?
That's a really hard decision because it's really fun to drive the Z06. It's really sexy, it has that Ferrari type of feel to it. It's fast, it cleaned up really, really nice.
Yeah.
I feel like I would choose the C6. What would you choose?
Probably the C6. I mean, if I didn't have such an attachment to this car, I would choose the C6. And even down the road, I do feel like when I find the right C6 ZR1 as like my forever Corvette, I'd probably go for that. The problem with the XLR is parts availability. So like very specific things to the XLR that are not supported that you can't get anymore. So like taillights.
Sorry. No,
taillights. $4,000 for a pair.
Seriously? That's crazy.
So people will buy these just for the taillights to part them out. So they could buy one with a blown motor or something like that, and you make your money back in the taillights. Headlights also very expensive. So like the specific body panels and parts, like so J&J Auto Wrecking, when they get an XLR, they make a killing because there's no replacing, there's no aftermarket support versus a Corvette. There's 80 million different sets of aftermarket taillights, cool things you can do with the C6 Corvette, or you can go stock. Whereas this, there's not a lot you can do, and there's nobody making them aftermarket, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're out of luck. But does that make them even more rare in the future, where their value might go up in 5 years?
I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of cars where they were not very well received when they were new. That went on to be something, big, and obviously as rare as the XLR-V is, it already is kind of popping up being around a $50,000 car when it's super, super low mileage, but so is the Z06.
Okay, now I missed the glasses.
Okay, I'll put them back on. Okay. I mean, the King Daddy is the ZR1 still. So a C6 ZR1 is a $100,000 car, which is interesting because like it's not that far behind the C7 ZR1 or like a C8 Z06. They've gone up and they've stayed around $100,000 because people recognize that how cool that car is. So
it is really cool and sexy.
All right, so you're a C6 fan.
I'm C6 fan.
And you're a fan of these glasses, I guess.
You have to wear them at the Hoopty Lot. And you can buy the C6 at the Hoopty Lot.
Yes.
Hoopty Lot in Newton, Kansas. Come on down.